Hi everyone, and welcome to my Assessment Task 3 introduction and a bit of an explanation of what I'm looking for, and also some feedback from Assessment Task 1. So let me bring up my PowerPoint presentation, which brings me to point number 1. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to choose my entire desktop. So a lot of you guys created your PowerPoint presentation, which was fantastic. But you actually stopped at this position, and so when you were actually recording, I saw your entire PowerPoint presentation rather than just your PowerPoint. So for this assessment task, it's really important that you actually press play on your slideshow. So you'll see that there's no distraction, your slideshow's up, and we're ready to go. So some other things and feedback were some people had a bit of background noise, so be really conscious of who's in the house, what noise are in the background, and also if you're going to put some lighting, try to put the lighting at the front of your face, so this way I can actually see your gorgeous faces. So the next assessment task that we're looking at is Assessment Task 3, which is again a video that you need to upload to YouTube. So you need to make sure you double check the date of when this is due, and this is all up on the Views site, and you're going to submit it through the assignment link on the Views site, which I'll show you shortly. So this assessment task is basically an introduction video, and it's a how-to educational video. So what I'd like you to do is to have a look at the topic that you most enjoyed, and I want you to create an instructional video. Think about maybe sending it back to your family about something that you've learnt. Think about sending it your target audience being a fellow student. So I want you to think about a topic that you enjoyed and teach your colleagues about it. Some ideas of topic areas are looking at an introduction to UWS College and maybe the Parramatta campus, having a look at some study skills and things that you've learnt about study skills, how to manage your time and time management, looking at Australia, some background, some history, some Australian customs, things that you enjoyed learning about Australia. Looking at how can I get help. So looking at resources that we've got available at the college, or also additional resources that are external to the college. Looking at some risky behaviour. So a lot of you guys told me you didn't use seatbelts. So it'd be great to see some of you send a video home to your parents about the importance of using a seatbelt. Things like driving safely, catching public transport, all those topics that we've looked at, and also looking at safety in Australia, swimming between the flags, going for a bushwalk, all those types of things that we've done. So your Touchcast, so I'd like for you guys to either use an app called Touchcast or Zoom. Many of you mastered Zoom, so I'm happy for you to continue through with that. So I need for your assessment task to go between 90 seconds and a minute 20. You also need to make sure you submit a script and a storyboard. And I'm going to show you an example of that, and there is an example up on the Views site so you know what we're looking for. You need to have 3 titles in your presentation. You need to have a link to at least one Views website. So it's important that you have that website contained within your presentation, so you can click on it, which will take you to the website, and you can come back and present, stay back in presenter mode on your PowerPoint. You need to have 3 images and titles, and also a link to a YouTube clip as well. So it's important that your YouTube clip is short, relevant. I don't want you to show me a 10-minute YouTube clip. I want it to be maybe just a short snippet of it, and you can introduce why you chose that clip. If your clip's short, I'm happy for you to play the entire clip. I'll leave that up to you. But I don't want your entire presentation to be taken up with a YouTube clip. So the process to start this, first thing you need to do obviously is choose which topic interests you the most, and then create your script. So your script is going to include information that you're going to talk about. A lot of your information you can get from your the iBook, which is on the Views site as well. Find your images, find your web links, and find your YouTube clip, and transfer all of this information into your storyboard. Then it's time to create your PowerPoint and also to record and edit your process. Once you've done that, you need to then once again upload your link to YouTube. Remember to make sure that it's either on private and that I can actually see it. And then you need to submit through the assessment task link. So I'm going to assess you on your ability to engage the audience, which a lot of you did such a great job. It was great to see some of your personalities and some really funny little jokes coming through, which I really enjoyed. Make sure that your presentation is relevant. So the information you're telling me is accurate, it's relevant to your target audience as well, and they can come away from watching your video learning something new. Make sure you've included images, links, and a YouTube clip as well. Ignore the poll question. I also want to see that you've completed your storyboard and uploaded that through the Views site. And I'm looking for some good quality this time. Most of you had some great quality, and I loved some of the quirkiness in your presentations. So I have got some examples of some great YouTube clips. And this is a way you can actually click on a link within your video as well. So if I click onto here, and we're still filming, and here's an example of a good YouTube clip. I've disappeared.
Hey guys, I have recently finished my first year at university.
So the reason I chose this one is that I do like how she's pressing pause and starting. It's clear, she's entertaining, and she's also using some hand motions as well.
Yeah, so I thought I would take this time to give you guys some advice.
So I'm going to pop back into my PowerPoint presentation, which is up there. And that's the end. So let me just quickly show you where your where this information is. So if we go to our Views site, and if we actually go on to the assessment page, which I'm already on, I'll click in here. And then I'm going to click down to research assignment, which is this one, Touchcast or Zoom presentation. And you'll see here I have the storyboard template, which you need to use and you need to submit. You can see my lighting's not great. I've got an example of what I want your PowerPoint or your storyboard to look like. I have all the information and marking criteria here on this link, and then finally your link to submit. So if I actually just bring up my example, oh, it's not there. Where is my example? See, I should have been more organized, shouldn't I? Okay, here it is. So if we actually look here, I've actually shared my entire screen. So when you're presenting, it might be a good idea to only share the documents you have open. So you can see here, this is what you actually need to hand up for me. I need to see all of these elements included. And this is where I'm actually going to click to watch your video. You need to include your script and what you've written about. I need to see 3 titles. I need to see a web link of what you are linking to within your discussion. 3 images. There's a photo of my cute dog. And also another YouTube clip that's relevant to your presentation. This must be handed up, and also any references that you use. You might use the iBook, you might use a website. I need to see a copy of a reference list as well. So when we submit, let me just pop up here. You need to just click here on the assignment task. You're going to browse your computer for where you've actually saved your template, and voila, there's your assignment done. So I hope you enjoy it. I really look forward to watching your videos and seeing all your wonderful personalities and skills shine. So that is me for the day, and I'll see you in class.